of course, I analyze everything to death. Actually, the worst thing in my life was when I'm threatened by insane abusers. Like, yeah, I couldn't do one thing when in 2020 with pretend ALOT narcissists at all. My husband, I couldn't do anything with my dead husband being alive either. I mean, both men are unspeakable. My late husband and pretend ALOT narcissists. Just, yeah, awful, attacking, hate. What did you do? You've been a friend. I mean, both. I was in major fights with pretend ALOT narcissists and my husband opening the refrigerator. I'm not even allowed to open the refrigerator around these complete sociopaths, completely insane men who let all their food rot in the refrigerator. Like, did I ever meet one white trash person who didn't let the food rot in the refrigerator? Like, look at my life. Look at my influence. I have no good influence in my life to do anything, to have a comparison. But yes, it's in me to be honest. I'm trying my best to be clean at the moment, but it's in me to be honest. And I always say, what could the 10 Commandments be shortened to? 1, be honest. That's already in me. You don't have to tell me a stupid rule, do not steal. Like, what? What kind of, how can you be that out of it not to know not to steal? How can you be that out of it? But rich people who already have money and all that, they steal anyway. It doesn't even make any sense. Kleptomaniacs have that thrill of, they have a thrill of adrenaline rush when they steal. And this is very sad. This came from a psychic reader. She said, see, you wouldn't know this unless there would be a such thing as a medium, which spirits go in and whatever, however anything is. So the spirit that entered her, okay, now my mind went to the very, very first thing that I was talking about. What I want to share on this video, whether I remember that little part or not, what I remember is a girl who could not okay, well, I know a lot of homeless and all that. So there was a girl that I spoke with about the bad big R word. You know, ever talk about rape. Now this is really, really, really sad. Okay, this is why Earth is hell. Okay. To the guys who violently rape, you don't have to violently rape either. Rape, or try to rape, or beat up a woman to try to grab her and do whatever. Okay. It's on me that I unfortunately brought up the big bad R word. I mean, this is the world you live in. Like, hell is everywhere. And rape is everywhere. And nothing's done about it. Nothing at all. And I'm just, like, upset. Like, she didn't get... I rose her PTSD, she said, when I went to church today. Like, I shouldn't have mentioned that. I couldn't sleep all night. I somehow got over my rape. It wouldn't... even watching rape movies doesn't. My husband was a rapist, so I was pretending on narcissist. So it's like, when I'm living with rapists, this is like late Michael Allen Bellis, 2012. He was a rapist. I got raped way too many times. He was my boyfriend, and then he raped me, and that was 12 East Farnham Street, 2012. The entire year, I stayed with Glenn William Grevin because I couldn't get raped all the time. It's just like, and nobody cares in that whole building. I even called the cops, or someone there called the cops. Well, what are they supposed to do? Nothing's done about real crimes, about what's really disgusting, about what's really wrong. Like, oh, that's inappropriate behavior. What? Make up anything. I'm eating before you eat. There is a little bit of manners there. If I'd ever go on a romantic date, okay, make my meal. Yeah, 2 lovely little candles, like a nice little, empty spot, beautiful spot. Maybe see like a commercial waterfall inside. Beautiful candle at dinner, no bugs around, and whatever. My life sucks. So, at any rate, yeah. It really is maddening in this insane world that the rapist never, ever, ever gets what should be coming to them. There is no karma on this earth. How many rapists? Just walk around. The church morning meal I went to, is like, I haven't shared. I would pay people to beat up on rapists. What kind of threat is that? Nothing's even done about a woman being hurt with a weapon, or nothing's done. It's really bad. The police force really went bad in different cities a year ago. It's just that bad. Nothing's done, and it's just really discouraging. So the most discouraging thing is the violent rapists never ever has to answer to anything they did wrong. No. Who has to answer? Me. I used to be a victim. But guess what? I can't even... Now I'm attacked because that homeless girl was attacked. And it triggered her, and she was upset with me. And that bothers me because I happen to care. I happen to be a nice person. I really do care. If you don't want me to bring up the big bad R word, I won't. Hey, never ever bring up that word again. Good. I won't. I listen. I hear. Narcissists never hear you. Yeah, I can tell all the narcissists in the whole wide world, all the narcissists I know. Wait, 10, over 10. And then they died to some of them. I could talk to them for 1,000,000 years and they never ever would hear a word that I say. But I say something to somebody who was hurt. The R word, I'll say the word rape. Then that. So, I live in hell. I'm triggering possibly what should be taken out of that girl. Why? And my question is right now, I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered at all. I watched a rape movie the other day. I think I saw it with my husband when he was in jail. When he was in hospital. In fact, we didn't even get married yet. So we were in a hospital. And his sugar always went through the roof. Or it was low. It was as low as 30. And it was as high. Oh my God. high would be 700, and his was over 800, like 1200. Oh my god. But his body is normal for that, so he went in the hospital all the time. So the people in the hospital finally look at his chart, finally figured out, okay, the regular diabetic, their normal is 200. When you take your little strip, you want to be about 170, 200. Now his range is way above because he shouldn't drink soda. Always drank soda. That's really bad for a diabetic. Alcohol, soda, candy, just plain sugar. His sugar levels would drop to nothing, and he'd be shaking like this. And if he didn't eat pure sugar or drink one can of Coke, I mean, I couldn't believe it. Okay, I'm staying at Walmart, sleeping with him. It's freezing cold out. This is how he's shaking in the morning. You gotta get me a Coke. Yeah. And I have 50 cents for my panhandling. Almost every morning. Go get one 12-ounce can of Coke. And all this stopped. How? Like, whoa. And you're talking about minutes. You're talking about within 2 minutes. That's how much the diabetic needs the sugar. And he got the sugar, and his body's fine. Not shaking at all. Okay, why'd I bring that shit up? Just cause. Yeah, your body is miraculous. My husband never ever took care of himself. And most people do not. Most people are like my husband. They absolutely hate themselves. And it all depends on your circumstances and whatever. Everything depends on your circumstances. Everything depends on what was done to you. What your generational curses are. I know what my generational curse is. Be a fucking hog. Be the messiest person on the planet. Like, was my problem now for about a year, but I was never ever left alone. Like 1 year out of my life, I never had a good year. Ever in my life. I never, ever had a good year. Just one good year. I'm not, it's alright, to, have bad days every once in a while. I'm just saying once in a while. Not the whole time I was married. Crying. Not the whole time I was with pretend ALOT narcissist